Hi, my name is Ann Kimani and this is Ann Kimani. Number 4 is avoid soft loans. I have nothing against Mshwari or Tala, but I want to show you guys the implication of when you borrow without a proper plan of where you're borrowing, the kind of implication or consequence for it. Currently, we have a very structured system for borrowers who are not paying back. That means you're being rated in CRB. You guys know it, and especially for those guys who wanted to borrow a loan in a bank and they tell you, please give us a report from CRB. And that means that if you have any pending amount that you have never paid, that means either your utility bill like electricity, that means your soft loans from Mshwari or whatever it is, you cannot actually access any other loan facility from any other institution. That's how big it is, even including your, what is it called, HELB. If you have any loan from HELB you've not paid, basically if you owe anyone money right now, your name is in CRB, and that means a lot. That means that in future, because you're looking at here, you're not looking at the future. I have a friend who said she borrowed a lot of money. She cannot borrow even anymore. But now she's not looking at there's a place or there's a time in future she'd want to maybe to do a mortgage, or she want to buy a car, or she want to maybe start construction or do any investment, and she still need to go to the financial institution and borrow that money. So she's not looking at that. So please avoid soft loans as much as you can. If you have no return for this amount you're borrowing, then don't borrow it, because you'll have a lot of implication in future. It may actually spoil your credibility. And even borrowing may not just mean from those institutions, it may actually mean from friends, and even friends and families is worse, because you realize if you borrow a friend or a family member and you don't return that money, you kind of create enmity. You know, you create that bad blood, because they'd be like, why are you not paying the money back, you know? So let's avoid the soft loans. If you can avoid them, the better. Number 5 is unsubscribe from the services that you usually don't need. And you guys know yourself, especially for people who have packages, maybe even club membership that you don't even use. And I have a very good example. You realize that some of us have those packages or like monthly subscription. Could it be e-newspaper? Could it be airtime and bundles? Could it be gym membership? Like, for example, for that gym membership, I know most of us have like cards for gym membership, but you realize that this person goes to the gym thrice or even twice during that month. So this subscription you've done, you realize that it kind of hurt your budget, because it's the money that you have paid but you'll never use it. And the tricky part of those subscriptions is that most of them you have like a standing order with the bank, so you actually never realize when the money is being deducted from your salary. So guys, look around you, look at the things that you have subscribed to, and maybe you pay for those services and you don't actually end up utilizing them. So unsubscribe and see, are there alternatives, or do you need to pay for that service when you need it, so that you don't have to spend your money on irrelevant things. That means you're inflating your spending at the expense of someone else. So look into the things that you have subscribed right now and see, can you unsubscribe, especially gym membership, guys. That is, I have friends who they just want to keep telling their friends, oh, I'm going to the gym, but they actually don't go, and maybe they pay about 5,000 to 7,000 to 10,000. So please look into that. Number 6, I want to talk about something that is happening even right now to many of us. Quit small habits that actually hurt your budget. Those are the small daily routines that you're doing today that you don't realize. If you accumulate them, it's actually a big deal. And I want to give an example. Quit excessive alcohol, quit smoking, quit having that daily smoking that you normally get along the way, that what is it called, boiled eggs. And I want to give a very good example of my experience. When I was in college, I used to take every single day, I used to pass through a supermarket and buy a hot dog. A hot dog is 100 shillings. So you can imagine, every week I used to spend 600 shillings to buy a hot dog. Not that there's no food at home in the evening, there is, but because I'm used to it and I'm like, just 100 bob, doesn't hurt, you know. So at the end of the month, that's a week, it's 600 bob. At the end of the month, you realize you'll spend about 2,500 shillings on a hot dog. Do you know how much 2,000 will be in a year's time? And I think I did that the whole of my college. Like, I used to be just addicted. What are the things that you are addicted? And they're like the small things that you actually can quit. And maybe look around you. I also have another example. if you look at the resources that you have right now, it doesn't really have to be money. It can be small things like switching off the lights when you don't need them. If it's about water, don't wash dishes when the water is running. Look around you and see what are the small things that you're doing right now. May be very little, but in future, or you accumulate that, it's going to be a big thing. So even quit friends that maybe influence you to join, or rather to spend your money, because you may have two types of friends. You have friends who inspire you to spend your money, or friends who inspire you to save or invest your money. You find that at the end of the day, maybe they'll call you because you need to go see a plot somewhere, or they're in a business, so they want to involve you, or they're calling you because maybe they have seen a good deal of an investment. They want you to invest in shares. They're correcting you. The other side of friends who inspire you to spend your money, they're always calling you for drinks. Again, they're always calling you to just for spending. They just inspire you to spend. So please quit. Please cut off, because it's a small things. And as I wind up, I want to say that it's the little things that matter. And start right now. Start from your mind. Believe that you can be able to do this, and you can be able to stop them. And I believe that if you start from your mind, you can achieve it.